it. So you are actually inside my sewing studio, my sheet shed. So I'm always doing switching up, changing up things in here as we're doing the projects inside the shed. So this is where we're at with the shed. So I thought what I'd go ahead and do is take the time to go through these drawers and get them organized. So once I actually get the flooring down and the walls up, I have a feeling that I'm probably going to switch things up again. So anyways, if you stick around, we'll get started on organizing these little cubbies here, and you guys can check out what I've got going on in here. So stick around. If you guys have any suggestions for organization, I'd appreciate it. So as you can see, my drawers are so misorganized and I'm having a hard time finding things. I like to be very organized in my stuff. So we're going to go ahead and go along through each of these drawers, and I think I'm going to start here and this section here, and then we'll just work our way outward. And then you can kind of see what I have going on. Start here and work my way through it. These little guys I actually got at the dollar store. They work really handy. But I use one of these little things to put my foot pedals in. So what I normally do is I have these marked. So this sewing machine I haven't used in a while, so I haven't marked it yet. But my other ones, I have my plug still down there, and I usually take some tape, like painter's tape, and I put it on the cord and on the foot pedal, and I mark it as to which sewing machine it goes to. Some little loose end things that I just don't know what to do with. This little container has all my threads in it, and I'm contemplating about putting them up. And I actually have a couple other little ones that are for bobbins. But this is what I typically like to use, and these are little spools here, and then they have these little clips, and these are really fairly inexpensive. And you know, I've had these for a really long time. These things are really super cheap. I haven't had any break on me yet, but I like them because I can put my little bobbin on here, and then I can put this down in my thread, and then I have that bobbin and that spool of thread together, and I don't have to go searching for my bobbin. So I really like this idea, and I like them being inside a container, them not getting any dust. I like them to be dust free. Some of my darker colors in the second, my lighter colors in the top. Now, I guess what I could do is actually get some little things, right? They go in here, and I could probably get more in this drawer if I did that and got those little silverware trays, single silverware trays, you know, and put those in there. And then put my bobbins, like line them up here at the top. I could probably get more threads in there. So that's an idea that I had. And then my very bottom one. Now this one is a lot bigger because this is like my industrial thread that I like to use. It's 100% polyester. And I like to use this for when I'm making my saddle trawl packs. Take up quite a bit of space. However, once again, I like them to be covered. But, you know, hey, maybe I should just get another drawer, another container, just like this. And then I wouldn't have any problems. Alright, in this little green drawer here, so miscellaneous fabric. Now, I don't really have anywhere else. To store my fabric. So some of this is just little pieces, you know, that I had. This is linen all by itself. Some little squares for quilting. Now I know I could be a little bit better of organization on some of this stuff. Here's some interfacing. I got this for something, I don't even remember what. And my interfacing, I used to have it all in this drawer right here. I'm actually going to try to do that again. This is just a white sheet that I had. And these sheets, these were brand new when I bought them. And my goal was to just make some projects out of this white sheet if I needed it, because I could not at the time find any white linen cotton when I got this. So I'm going to set this over here. Some more extra fabric pieces. Now I had these extra pieces that I saved. They're from doing my grandfather's chair. They're like a canvas, so a little bit thicker. This would be really great material for doing an apron. Yes, so I have this in here, this extra fabric, little bag that I made. These are pretty cute. I have some silk, some more polyester, and I actually had grouped these together, the silk and the polyester, because these worked really good together in the same little space, but again, they got moved and thrown up here, so they need to go back in. I have these little thin pieces of fabric that I usually take and keep those about. My goal is at the end of the year, I will be taking the pieces that of fabric that I was using and make me an end of the year quilt. That's what I plan on doing this year, with all the little scrap pieces of fabric that I have used throughout the year, and keep them in this little baggie. Some of the pieces I may not use, they might not go very good together, and then some just might. So I'm going to hang on to this little baggie, and later on I think I'll make me a fabric basket that I can kind of toss all the little pieces in underneath here is my goal. So let's go through this bottom drawer here. This is really pretty. So I have this as one of my projects, and this one here, so I'm going to keep this. So this was just some extra fabric that I had pulled out of my stash. Now I do like to keep my plain cottons around. I find that when I do projects, I always end up needing just a flat color. Like I just need a solid color to go with the print. And so I like to keep my solid colors out with me. Got my lace. So these are projects that I was actually working on, making some little bridal bags and stuff out of. I want to keep these little, even these little tiny lace pieces. Here's some more little pieces. So I think I'll go ahead and finish organize this, and we'll hit that next drawer. Alright guys, I have emptied out this little drawer here, being organizing myself. Now I have these little projects that I had set aside on this table, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back in here. Be my project container that I can get back to, and I'm putting my little quilt pieces in there as well. So that drawer is done. We'll do the same thing. Okay, so I'm going through this one here, and I'm finding actually some treasured fabrics that I just absolutely love. This one here. This one here. I think they're just cute little pieces of fabric, and I was thinking of making mug rugs out of a couple of different I was thinking about making mug rugs out of a couple of different ones. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this drawer out, and then we'll get into my odds and ends drawer, because I have a lot of little things stashed in there. So I think what I'm going to do, because I have some of this fabric that I really like, and I'm just going to kind of hang on to these, because like I said, I was going to make some little mug rugs. And then I really like this one, and I have probably about a yard of that there. And then I have some fabric here that I was going to make one of my other projects out of, making a apron. And then just some other cute little pieces I think I was going to use for the mug rugs, and these as well. So they're kind of like another little project drawer, I guess you could say. So I've got enough projects that I can do, right? Mug rugs and material. And I make saddle bags out of them. So they're kind of they have a plastic coating on them, so they are water resistant. But this is the fabric that I have down in 1, 2, 3 of these drawers down here, and I always keep these in here, so that's what's down in here. Okay, so I have some metal hardware here too as well, and some more, and some D-rings that actually need to go in that little case in there. Some toggle stoppers for my paracord. Let's put some here. And these are for the buckles, the straps that I make for little kids, backpack. It's okay. Alright, so I think we all have odd and end drawers, you know, kind of a thing. This one actually has some little charms in it. And this one I like to keep my D-rings in for some of my bags. So I try to stay organized with that, having that. And these little things work really good. This I just grabbed from my husband. He got a couple of these for his fishing poles, stuff that he puts in. I have some fabric glue in this drawer. I have some pens, some colored pencils, some darning needles that come in handy for a lot of different projects and needles. Quite a few measuring tapes, some glue sticks, tape, a little extra glue, seam ripper. This little seam ripper, it worked for a while. And one thing I did like about it was the magnifying glass on that, and then it has a light on it. So let's grab this other drawer. I'm gonna take this out. So see, everybody, I think I have a junk drawer. Way too many junk drawers. And I need to get these organized. Half the time I can't really get into these drawers because I have so much stuff. Okay, so these little things are just little sticky things I grab so that I can put some things up on the wall. I have this little cup right here next to my sewing machine. This little cup right here next to my sewing machine, I just stuck those little sticky things. That way I could keep some things handy right next to me. A little sew poker thing. This is actually for like leather when I'm putting buttons and stuff into. You poke the hole. That's what this is for. I like to keep a couple of pens next to me. My little darning scissors, some little tweezers, some little things like that come in handy. So those little sticky things are very handy to help keep all your little goodies right next to your sewing machine. Anyway, so I have that in this drawer, which I do not want in this drawer. I have some little bit of extra Velcro, which I have a lot of that. some elastic, some bias tape, some appliques. So I did have this drawer as a little odd and end drawer where I have, you know, little goodies like this in there. Some of these things were given to me from a friend of my brother's. His wife passed away, and I did not know this lady at all. It's very heart-wrenching to me, very touching to me, because, you know, he wanted to make sure that the stuff went to another sewer. But it was still sad to me to know that, you know, this was the stuff that she was going to make things out of. Anyways, it's just very touching to me. So I try to keep all these little goodies together that were hers. She had these all together in this little drawer right here, because I had inherited this right here, and this little drawer had most, well, not all of it, some of the stuff was in here. We had another one of these in here. This would be really cool for a bag, a beach bag, and that's what I was going to use on this one here. Then I have some other little stuff here. Now I have some little crystal diamonds for that glue gun, zirconium crystals glue gun. These are in here. Some loose elastic. So I'm trying to make, I guess, this drawer a little odd and end drawer, but it's a bit messy to me. I have some more bias tape, some pink, a little jewelry charm. So see, stuff like this. This was hers, and that was in here. And I'll put this black bias in here. Now I have a big roll of bias tape down in there. It's a double. It's a double roll. It's not as big as this. Sometimes it kind of helps to save those roll thingies that these come on. Some more elastic, more bias tape. So that gal, she had a lot of bias tape too. And then another friend of mine actually gave me a bunch of extra bias tape that she was no longer going to use for anything. Okay. More applique. Pens. I think these are for purses. These came from a friend of mine. She did not tell me really what they're for, but these are for little purses that open and close like the little clam. There's a little flashlight I have in here. I don't even think this thing, oh, hey, it still works. All right. So that was for picks. These I actually put in my saddle bags that I make as a little extra gift. And yeah, so there's just a bunch of little odd and end stuff that I have added in here to this little, some more bias tape. Some little bead things. So I'm just going to go ahead and tactfully put this stuff back in here, and then we'll go to the other drawer. Alright guys, so I actually just going to put that back in there. It looks a little bit better. It's more straightened up. I have my things kind of put back into my Ziploc bags. So that is, you know, one of those drawers that everything kind of gets thrown into, but it's stuff that, you know, you don't have tons of, but you need it to go somewhere. So it ends up going into a little junk drawer. Alright, and here's the next one. This little guy here actually really doesn't like to come out at all. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that out. I just have some stickers in there, some little headphones. There's not much in this drawer. Actually, I have that glue gun for those Swarovski crystals, that's in here. I have a wood burning gun thing that's in here. Some Bluetooth little speaker things. I've only got like 3 technology of things, and I had nowhere else to put them, and they had to go in there. Alright, these little stickers, I'm not putting those back in because they don't make any sense. This is why they're in there, so I don't know why. So, alright, so this bottom drawer, oh, the zippers. These are all zippers and some Velcro. I have a roll of my bias. I have paracord. My bias I actually use on my saddle trail packs. And this I use for my saddle trail packs. For my pommel pouches, I have some really nice zippers with the great big zipper pulls. These are fun little zipper to actually work with. And I like how this comes in this pack. Got a lot of zippers. So this is another zipper. I think I got like 5 yards of it. And it's a rose gold. And I've got some red zippers. Another thing of red zippers. And some more red zippers. Now, the reason why I have so many red zippers is the saddle trail pack that I designed, we wanted a red zipper to be designated for emergency essentials. Because we were once part of a search and rescue group with our horses, and we wanted to design this bag too so that you put all your goodies inside of it, but put it in through the top, and then on the back it would have this zipper that was red, and it indicated that you can have like your tweezers and some band-aids and stuff like that, and it was only meant to get into when you had an emergency. And that's kind of our signature is the red zipper on any of our bags. They are meant for emergencies, essentials to go back in there. So that's why I have so many red zippers. And I have a bunch of other color zippers. Now these are really, really long. I've always used very, very long zippers. I have another huge bag of zippers. I have another, like, I had 5 yards of white. Those are zippers. I have, I think it was a roll of small little zippers, invisible zipper, which I really like. I think I have some more of that. That's not invisible. It's just another one. And then I have some blue cotton webbing that kind of looks like this. And what I needed was, I was making a bag, and I needed a lot of these because I had an order for a lot of bags. I needed to make, I think it was 5 bags, and so I just ordered a big thing of it, and it was a reasonable price. So simplicity, and I ordered these online. I have to say I do like this fabric, in case you're wondering. I got that on Amazon as well. And I've got some cotton cording here, and I like to use this for piping. Ooh, I have some extra bias tape. It's a little messed up bias tape. I have some more of this blue webbing. Yep, some very large Velcro pieces. Now I make repairs to equine blankets and medicine sport boots for horses, and so that's why I have so much of this Velcro. And I have to say, this Velcro works really well. It's called Handline, and you can sew it on. Hook and loop tape is what it's called. It's 2-inch wide, and it's 5 yards of each piece that you need. So the Velcro part, and then the other piece, you know, both pieces so they stick together is in here. So I did order these on Amazon too as well. Yep, some more zippers. So that's what I have in there. That is a designated place for zippers and Velcro and webbing. So I will put all this stuff back in and then we'll go to the next. Alright, so the next drawer here. So I have random pieces of that canvas material that I was telling you about. So I have a little bag of that right here. And then this inside here, these are random pieces too of the lining that I have. I keep little pieces of that. Well, and then some more Velcro, hook and loop. I have some webbing. And then I have some screening. This is a plastic like screening PVC material. I actually make grooming bags out of this for horses. And then I have my lining for my other bags in here. I have some netting, and I have my little black elastic, and then I have my mesh. So it's just a little mesh, and on the inside it kind of tells you how to you know, sew some of it up. It's by Annie's that I got, and some more canvas material in here. I love this fabric. It's such a fun fabric. A really nice fabric to use. So it is a OtterTech fabric. It has the plastic coating on the inside. And this one here too is another one that I use for when I make the saddlebags. And the bike bags, I've made those out of it. A lot of people like those bike bags. They like that they're waterproof. And I have some extra fabric from a project of a tail bag. So that's here, which is a nice little spandex. I'm not sure, but I think this might have been a tail bag. I have my little flags that I made that go out in my garden. I have spandex fabric, and this was a piece that I grabbed from, I think it was Joann's, and it was just in that clearance little rack, but it's a spandex. It's so nice. It's so soft. I was going to make a tail bag out of it just because it would work really well for that because it is spandex. And I haven't been able to do that yet. So that's all for this drawer. So I'm going to organize this a little bit and then we'll go through the next drawer and see what treasures we find. Alright, so I'm going to dig down into this bottom drawer here. And so here's just a little tiny project that I was playing around with. Nice in size. You could probably keep like little scissors and crochet hooks and stuff like that. So it was just a little design that I was playing with. And then it kind of folds up and then you can carry it in your little bag. Sewing bag or whatever. So just that's what that is. And then I have some more canvas here. I have a project bag that I was working on. And I have some more fabric for some tail bags. And it's kind of like that red one that I got. It is a spandex. It's a stretch. Works great for tail bags. Extra little piece I have hanging around. And my clear plastic, this is for my saddle trail bag. So I put the clear plastic on the back so you can put the contacts in there, and that's what this is for. So this is some more Auden in canvas, some more canvas, and some more. I like to have a variety of canvases around so that people can pick and choose, you know, what kind that they like. So these are kind of more of your army ones. I don't have an army pink one. This is a blue, a navy blue. I have a hunter green canvas. Alright, so I'm just going to put everything back in here that needs to go in here. It doesn't look like much, and then we'll open up the next drawer and then see what other treasures we can find. So we have completely done this whole container here, and we've done these here, so now we just have this next shelving and containers here, and they're just, like I said, those have random things in there too, so we'll see what we can find in there. A lot of times I keep my manuals in here. I have a random little thank you card. I keep some thank you cards around just to give to my customers. I like to add an extra touch to when people order some of my stuff, and I like to put a personal card in there, a little note in there. So I like to keep thank you cards around, so that I actually have some of those in here. So so again, this shelving, plastic shelving I have right here, I inherited it from that lady that I had told you early on about, and she had some patterns in here. She was making some quilts, and she has these in here. I've kept these in here. They are beautiful, beautiful pieces. Now, so I just want to show you, this is a sampler goose chase in a cabin is what this is called, and this is the Quilter. I really need to go, I've been meaning to go and check this place out. I don't even know if they're in business anymore, but it's called Goose Chase in the Cabin is what it's called. And my plan was to actually make something, you know, finish it with what she was doing. But this here is a sampling piece, and it's paper piecing. If you can see that on the back, and if you're a quilter, it's so pretty, so very pretty. But that's the sample piece of it. And I have a couple of these in there, and I've kept these in here because they just, like I said, I didn't know the lady, but you know, I love sewing, and what she has here, the stuff, you know, and I inherited it. But it was just very touching to me. I just, you know, I just want to keep it nice and tidy because I love sewing, and I hope to be able to finish it, you know, and do some more of these. But this is a sampler one of it. Let's see if we can get this back in here. And I hope to be able to visit this place. Alright, got that in there. So I have a couple of these different types in there. This is a Craft Warehouse lottery block. That's what this one is. And this is it looks like she's got a sample in here too. Some sample pieces in here. It's very pretty. Very nice. And then guess that Craft Warehouse Lottery Block is what it's called, Flower Bud. Paper piecing instructions, and it gives you all the different types. It doesn't say who she got it from. There's a lady named Carol on the bottom of it, but that's the flower block. That's what it would look like when you're done. If you guys are interested in having a copy of this, let me know, and I will just let me know in the comments down below, and I will actually just take a picture of it, and I can either email it to you, I can screenshot it to you, and you can find me on Facebook at Lisa's Swanner Sewing, and I can post it on there. If you guys are interested, just let me know in the comments below. Here's another sample one that she has. I don't really see any instructions in there, but I just want to show to you guys how pretty it is. Look at that. That's super pretty. So if I don't get a chance to finish out doing these little projects, I may just take these individual pieces and I can make a really cute pillow covering. Like maybe just add another piece to it, right? And then just sew this on the front of it and have it as a little pillow, a little decoration, and just have it around. And then she just kind of be in my thoughts. I never even got to meet the lady, so I don't know who she is, but I just feel like that I've kind of, having her things, like I kind of know her a little bit. And she had, this is, I gotta say, this is a fun little drawer right here. I haven't gone through this since the first time I got this container, but then just fast enough where I could just put the manuals in there. Western Washington Quilt Shop Hop. So this was 2002. 4th Annual Western Washington's Quilt Shop Hop. That's what this is. So it had just a couple little things kind of going on. The Quilt Shop. This is a neat little newspaper. I just find it to be interesting. And I think the reason why I kept this was because I wanted to see if I can locate any of these places. Since COVID, a lot of things got shut down, and it just breaks my heart. And then I have my quilting squares and stuff that I actually bought. I had a couple more. I found these to be a neat design. Like, I really liked the diamonds, and I like the hexagon, so that's why I got that one. And then I got the triangle because I like that shape too. And here's the diagram right here. If you guys can see that. This would be fun to do. All up more of the pieces of, I guess, what it would look like on here. This is, yeah. Looks like. So it's got the placement instructions on there, the diagram of how the quilt is supposed to go, the placement of it, the guide. That would be really, really pretty. So that's what that looks like if you follow these instructions. It gives you all the different colors. If you guys are interested in that too, just let me know. Hanging on to these because I really want to do that, you know. Alright, and then she's got Grandmother's Flower Garden. It looks like this little stencils and a flower art. The Quilt Company. So each one in here that you made to make this quilt. Little snowman. She's got all those in here. It's really cute. It is a magazine that keepsakequilting.com. Quilt lovers can look at these, and you can probably buy these patterns. And I'm wondering if maybe that's where she got a couple of these. Those off of this. She's got 2 of those in here. Storyquilts.com. Another one of those in there. Now again, I saved this because I wanted to see if I couldn't find them. I want to find these people. There's some paper piecings. Square dance quilt. There's another quilt project. So there's a couple different quilt projects in here. Some more paper piecing, and I'd have to figure out which ones this goes to. Oh, maybe it's this one. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'll have to figure that out. But there's another one. Card Tricks is what that one's called, the sampler. I'm not sure if the project itself is actually in here, or if this is, oh yeah, so how to make the rumble bag. So here's the instructions for that. And y'all know I'm into bags. I make bags. Alright, so that's what's in here. Now I have to say, this is really been a treasure in here. A treasure box. So, alright, so I'm just going to put these back in here. Try to put these back in orderly. This is another drawer that just has a bunch of little oddman things. So I've got these beads here. I've got some pipe cleaning. And my thank you card. These little buttons. And if I just have, you know, a little tiny Ziploc bag, I try to keep them all in there and do that. Handle for one of those bridal bags that I make. That one there is a rose color. I'm going to actually put that up here with this. And a bunch of measuring tapes. More of my little thank you cards. So like I was saying before, so they all kind of just look a little different. They're not all the same. I had it in a little pack, but okay. So, don't know. A huge thing, looks like, of magnets. Some crazy little eyeballs. A sucker. Looks like some more buttons. Yes, buttons. More buttons and black buttons. Little tiny safety pins in there. I'm gonna put these little eyeballs in there. Little toggle cord locks. So we'll just put that stuff back in there. There's not much in here that really needs to be reorganized too much with. I think it's going to be okay. It's not too bad. I think that's okay. And the next drawer that I have is actually for my embroidery thread and extra things for this in that drawer there. So this drawer is more canvas. So black, some purple floral. Here. I'm going to actually take that out because this is all for my cotton solid colors that I like to have. And I do want this drawer to be better organized here. I have some yellow cotton fabric, how I had it before. Not bad. That one was pretty easy. Rather than taking the drawer out because I couldn't get it out, I have my canvas material in that drawer. There, I have a lot of it. I like to have, I'm just going to go ahead and fold these back up and put those back in there. And then down at the bottom, I have more canvas. So, more canvas pieces I have in there. So I have a lot. This I actually found at Joann's. I am waiting for the perfect project to mess with this. This is a faux leather. More canvas. More canvas. Alright. Alright guys, so I'm going to put this stuff back in there. And then it will be all organized, better organized. I guess it wasn't that bad. I was hoping to find a little bit more goodies in there. But I did find that one treasure drawer. So I will put this back. Voila! I think we're done with that. So I do have those extra projects of cotton fabric that I actually need to get put away. And then I think that will almost do it. Alright guys, so there we have it. Just completed going through those drawers, straightening them up. That took quite a little bit of time, cleaning up those drawers. So it feels better though, now that I can get in and out of these drawers a little bit easier, and not having them jam on me because I've got things cramped packed in there. And I've got my scrap fabric to make me some little mug rugs, and just some little odd and end things. Well, I'm so glad that you guys came and followed along. So be looking out for those next projects that I'm going to do. They'll be coming up soon because February, Valentine's Day, right? So working on a fun little project, making a very quick little beach bag. I'll be looking out for that project and some others. So thank you so much for following along, and we'll see you in the next video.